What's happening, everybody? Man, I'm hungry. Chicken. Black people and chicken. Sorry. Okay, out of respect, I'm gonna eat. Okay, sorry about that. Out of respect, I'll eat later. I'm very hungry. It's been a long day. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing great. It's a beautiful day. Thank you very much for choosing us again. I feel good after my trip to Kenya. Kenya was really, really good. I appreciate it. Kenya, at last. My excitement's all over the place. I was looking forward to this. I really just wanted to have a good time and see how Kenyans party. These fellas was some of the best experience I've ever had. Seeing different Kenyan tribes dance in front of us to the most traditional way possible. I loved it. Then I went to Tanzania. Yes, I was in Tanzania a few days ago. Amazing. Went to Dar es Salaam, then Zanzibar. Wow. Fellas, I'm gonna have the video very, very soon. You're gonna love it. You think you love Kenya? But I have to go back to Kenya because I just feel like there are things that I didn't do and I could do things differently. Okay, how are you doing today? I'm doing great. So this is what I want us to talk about. Humility.
Humility is the quality of being humble. Dictionary definitions accentuate humility as low self-regard and sense of unworthiness.
Humility is overrated. Okay, don't be humble. Don't be humble. I'm not humble. I'm not a humble guy. I mean, I have many reasons not to be humble. I've never pretended to be a humble person. Every time somebody comes and says to me, must be humble. Who said I said I was humble? I never said I was humble. We don't all have to be humble. All we have to do is not to, cause any nuisance to anybody. You don't have to do me wrong or insult me or be funny with me. But you can be as arrogant as you want in your own space. That's fine. Now, don't be humble. Why? Because in the continent, not just the continent I've discovered, our people, and when I say our people, I know we're very different in many areas. Our people, I'm talking about our people. We have very similar issues, trust me, whether you like it or not. I don't know where you come from. I'm Zack.
The Black Warrior, Zack Mwekassa.
Thank you very much for stopping by. If you watch this video to the end, you're gonna love it. No doubt about it. Don't judge me from the appearance on how you perceive two sentences I say. No, listen to me. We have issues. And humility, I find, is not for us. Humility is for other people. Humility, you can apply it to Europe. You can apply humility to Asia. With our people, humility don't work. Because the bottom line is, why do people ask you to be humble? People ask you to be humble simply so they can take advantage of you without you reacting. They say you're not humble. What does humble mean? Humble mean I can talk shit to you. I can tell you whatever I like, however I want to say it. You just shut up. Then you're humble. If you dare say something after I've spoken to you, then you're not humble. You have no humility. You're doing good in life. You're trying your best. You open your shop, whatever shop it is. You have some customers. As soon as they walk into your shop, they expect you to start shaking and running after them. They'll come and ask you the price in a very disrespectful manner. And they expect you to jump and be... And if you give them a price, they ask you for reduction. And if you have no reduction, they say you're not humble. Now we're not going there. He's arrogant. We're not going to his shop because he's not humble. But they never do the same thing when they go to the Pakistani shops. They don't ask for discounts there. They pay the full price. But because you look like them, they want you to be humble. So you must work on losing your business. They don't want you to grow, so you must be humble. What is humble? Humble is, okay, you are a performer, you are a comedian, you are a business person, you are a speaker. We are willing to pay you so much amount of money. But you say, no, I don't want to, I'm not going to work for that amount of money. No, please, be humble. When you say no, they say you're not humble. Be humble for many people is you accepting whatever they offer you, with them reducing your price. If you refuse that, you're not humble. Even women, they want you to run after them. You run after them, you beg them. If you don't do that, you're not humble. Okay, if you're a man, you're a standout guy, you speak up. You say you're good looking, you say you're a great guy, you say you're intelligent, they say you're not humble. People don't want to see other people shine. I don't know why. Why don't you let other people shine? You only want your brothers and sisters to shine. When it's somebody else from somewhere else who has nothing to do with you, it hurts you to see them shine. Why? Let other people shine. The bottom line is, in these communities, and I'm involving everybody because you're all the same. The bottom line is this. If you don't speak out about your own glory, nobody else is going to do it for you. If you don't praise yourself, if you don't pat yourself, if you don't push yourself forward, nobody's going to do it for you. In other community, you can be humble so other people can push you forward. You can stay humble so they can talk about your business. You can stay humble so they can invest into you, your person, your business, your advance, your progression. That doesn't happen with us. People just want you to stay humble so you cannot look like you've done better than them. Right? We live in a community where people feel angry to see you come out in your fast car. Nah, you just want to show off. Yeah, he's not humble. Why? It's my fast car. I've worked very hard for it. I was punched in the face for it. Oh, by the way, for those of you who don't know. I'm a professional boxer and kickboxer. African heavyweight champion, boxing, and world kickboxing champion.
Of destruction in glory, picking up his second consecutive knockout in incredible fashion. Wow! Brooks once again, but a guy who weighed 340 pounds, and there he feels all of the weight of Zack Mwekassa's power.
Right corner, let's go. One, right corner,
Yeah, I know many people know me here. They think I'm just a... no, I'm not. I'm also an engineer. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I have multiple businesses. I am an author. Yes, I write books. I'm a philanthropist. I do a lot of work. I help a lot of people with difficulties. I take care of many children living with HIV. I pay many kids school fees in some areas of Africa. And I know some of you will come and say, you don't have to say it. Why don't I have to say it? Why does it hurt you that I say it? If you did it, would it have hurt you that I said it? No. If you did it too, if you were also all that, would you be hurt that I say it? No, you wouldn't. Why do people get hurt when somebody buy a brand new iPhone? It's because they don't have it. People get pissed off with you. They say you're not humble. You're showing your iPhone because they don't have have you ever seen an iPhone person ask another iPhone person to not show his iPhone? No, it doesn't exist. The person who's going to say don't show your iPhone because it's status for some people. Or the people who don't have iPhone. Same for the people who have no fast car will tell you not to show your fast car. Be humble. It's not because they want you to be humble. It's because they don't have it. If they had that fast car, they'd be like, okay, it's just a fast car. Have you ever seen somebody say, okay, well, don't show your sandwich on screen because you're not humble? There are people that are suffering. No, they don't do that because anybody can afford sandwich for most of the time. People start talking like that when you have caviar on your plate. Yeah, you want to show off in a yacht, in the ocean, eating caviar and champagne. They get pissed off because they cannot do it. You'll never see somebody bigger than you, higher than you, ask you to be humble. Unless you are a prick, arrogant, who spits on everybody else. But if you're just a normal guy, doing great, living your life, you never see anybody greater than you come to you and say, be humble. Stop driving in your Porsche. Because people are watching. Because they understand you've worked hard for it. You've invested into it. Now, don't get me wrong. By saying not be humble doesn't mean you must go spit on people's face. I'm not saying you should go sit on people's door and say, I'm not humble. I'm all that. Doesn't matter what you have, okay? Provided that you don't hurt anybody. You don't look down on nobody. You don't show off for nobody. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you praising yourself. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you saying you're a beautiful woman. If you are beautiful. Why is it bad that you say I'm a beautiful woman when you know that you're beautiful? Be humble. Humble for what? Why are you going to be humble? You're going to be humble until the day you go to the grave. That's when you're going to say, oh, I'm beautiful. No, it's going to be too late. Sometimes you need to remind people who you are because they tend to forget. Most of the time you hear people say, when you do good things, don't say it to nobody. I do agree with that. I also believe that sometimes you need to say. You need to say because some people choose not to see what you've done. Yeah. They will say you've never done anything for the community. Why? Because you've never seen it. Then they say to you, you don't have to justify yourself as long as you and God are. This has nothing to do with God. Sometimes you need to remind people what you've done for the community. Sometimes you need to remind people that you have a master's degree or 2 or 3 if you do have. You don't have to be humble. It's not your fault they don't have the master's degree. And it's not your responsibility to carry them like babies because they feel uncomfortable that you have 3 master's degrees. You all had the opportunity to go to school. You took it seriously. They didn't. Is it your fault that now you can stand up tall while they look very short? No, it's not. I don't curse nobody. I don't insult nobody. You'll never see me talk negative to anybody. But I'm not a punching bag. You're not going to hit me in the face for you to wait for me to not do that. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Because people expect you to stay still when they slap you in the face. And when you react, they say you're not humble. No. Screw that. No, absolutely not. If you hit me on the right, I'm going to break your jaw with the left hook. That's me. But wherever there is peace, I'm going to bring more peace. Wherever there's growth, I'm going to bring contribution. Wherever there's flowers, I'm going to come water it. Choose people that choose you, fellas. The majority of people you encounter, unfortunately, are the people that don't choose you. They just want to see how you're moving. They just want to see the pressure you're at so they can criticize. You don't have to be a punching bag. And I'm not saying you should hurt people. I'm saying you don't have to be a punching bag. You don't have to tolerate nonsense. Sometimes you put people back in the place when it's necessary. Remind them who they are and who you are. Remind them you're not in the same level. It's just part of life. As much as you need to be soft, good, nice, pleasant, sometimes you need to remind people. Sometimes you need to put people back in the place. We live in a cruel world where most of the people you encounter will just hate you for nothing, especially now our communities. I know, doesn't matter where you go, USA, Haiti, Jamaica, Uganda. Okay, some places are worse than others, but yeah, it's the same demons. Again, love your neighbor, be cool, be fun. I'm one of those people, when you see me at first, you might have ideas, but once you get to know me, listen to me and appreciate a little bit. Just look over that little whatever that is. That's tradition, fellas. You always have to take care of the security guards. You see that I'm pretty simple guy. I have no issues. I'm very simple when people are simple. And I can be very hard when people trying to be funny. I'm built for that. But above all, I'm calling upon everybody to love each other. Put your ego aside. Ego is good, but it's not always necessary. Sometimes you just gotta be nice. Again, don't be humble. Be a good person. The truth is, not all humble people are good people. So humble does not necessarily mean good. Sometimes good people are not very humble, but they're very good people. So you need to see beyond that, beyond the picture that you see, beyond the appearance. People are much deeper than that. I love you, my people, my Kenyan people, my Rwandan people, Congolese, Nigeria, Liberia, Gambia, Namibia, Somalia, Ethiopia. It's very hot and I'm very hungry. I gotta go. Thank you very much for choosing us. I'm choosing you again. Choose people that choose you. And I am choosing you right now. And I'm sending you good vibe. God bless.